This is Janine Krzyzanowski. Janine suffered kidney failure. She was tethered to an at-home dialysis machine. Her life was consumed by her illness. When the decision was made to seek transplant, she turned to Lehigh Valley Health Network. The transplant gave Janine a second chance. Today, Janine says she feels so well, it's like she never had a transplant. Her story is one of countless examples of people who received high-quality care at Lehigh Valley Health Network. This is Rafael Bonilla. He was in the Lehigh Valley Hospital Cedar Crest for 2 months, critically ill with COVID-19. Rafael said he never felt alone because of the compassion he received from his caregivers. They brought him Christmas presents and crossword puzzles, exuding kindness he will remember forever. His story is one of a multitude of examples of people who receive compassionate care at LVHN. The quality of Janine's care, coupled with the compassion of Raphael's care, that is excellent care. It is what you deserve in a partner, and it's why LVHN believes that excellent care always matters. Tonight, I am humbled to represent my colleagues, the 20,000 healthcare professionals of the LVHN family, to share examples of our collective commitment to excellent care. It includes our pledge to make care easily accessible, our relentless drive to take care to new heights, and our vow to deliver care with a compassionate, personalized touch. The delivery of excellent care requires one key ingredient: excellent people. We have them at LVHN. They are a special bunch. They're intelligent and curious. They're skilled, experienced, and resilient. They've proven that. They're tough, yet tender, and they all have one thing in common. They're here to help all of you. The LVHN team is special, and you deserve convenient access to our team. Over the past 18 months, LVHN has experienced an unprecedented period of growth designed to give you and people access across Eastern Pennsylvania to the care you need that is close to home. It started in June 2021 with the opening of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hecktown Oaks. In Northampton County, they welcomed us with open arms, and the number of people visiting the campus shows it is fulfilling a vital community need. That need continues to grow, which is why the hospital already expanded twice. Since the ribbon cutting, the hospital opened a 4-story tower with 30 beds, a therapy gym, and a state-of-the-art ICU. Recently, the hospital was named a Level 4 adult trauma center, making it our 5th hospital to receive trauma center accreditation. A healing garden was also added to give you a comforting environment for quiet meditation. Quality care with a compassionate touch. At LVH Hecktown Oaks, excellent care always matters. Then in May, the Lackawanna County community welcomed us when the ribbon was cut on Lehigh Valley Hospital, Dixon City. The state-of-the-art hospital has a surgical focus, including 24 private inpatient rooms, a 19-bay ER, provides quick access to emergency care, and a helipad for times when a higher level of care is needed. Located on campus, the health center at Dixon City provides orthopedic, imaging, rehab, and pain management services. Plus, the Orthopedic Injury Center allows you to see an orthopedic surgeon or specialist without an appointment. Imagine that. We call that convenience. People in the Scranton area began experiencing greater access to our care when Delta Medics became part of Lehigh Valley Physician Group. It's the area's leading multi-specialty practice and is now called LVPG Steamtown, offering a variety of services ranging from surgery and radiation oncology to breast health and ENT services. Then, less than 3 weeks after the opening of LVH Dixon City, we opened our 3rd new hospital. Located near Lehighton, Lehigh Valley Hospital Carbon gives you access to world-class heart care, cancer care, surgical, and emergency care. And the health center at Carbon provides a range of primary and specialty care services. In addition to new hospitals, LVHN opened its 28th health center in March. Located just off Route 29, the health center at Pennsburg provides a full spectrum of care, including family medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, rehab, imaging, walk-in express care, and laboratory services. When we build, our aim is to create LVHN facilities that are smaller in size, easier to navigate, and placed in locations where you can conveniently access the care you need. And that will continue in the months ahead. Just 2 days ago, we announced plans to open a new hospital in Lower Macungie Township to help meet increasing demand for accessible ER and inpatient care. Lehigh Valley Hospital Macungie will be a neighborhood hospital with a full-service ER and a limited number of inpatient beds. The footprint is smaller than other LVHN hospitals. However, it will be a licensed acute care hospital, open 24/7, housed in a state-of-the-art facility, and staffed with board-certified physicians and emergency-trained nurses. Caregivers here will get to know the people in and around the Macungie area, giving you the comfort of knowing that when you need care, you'll receive it from a trusted partner. We're excited to open LVH Macungie because excellent care always matters. Giving you access to excellent care involves more than building new hospitals. It's also essential that our existing services evolve to bring the latest treatments and best physicians to you. Our evolution is quite evident within LVHN's 5 clinical institutes and Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. Let's examine the advancements achieved in each during 2022. We will begin with Lehigh Valley Heart and Vascular Institute, which comprises the most experienced cardiologists, cardiac surgeons, and vascular surgeons in the region and consistently ranks among the nation's leaders in heart attack survival. Results such as this entice the best and the brightest heart and vascular specialists to our institute. For example, Dr. Ben Jackson just joined our institute as the new chief of vascular surgery. He comes to us from Penn Medicine. He specializes in treating patients with aortic aneurysms and those with blockages in their carotid arteries going to the brain and in arteries going to the legs. The institute also welcomed a new chief of cardiology this year. Interventional cardiologist Dr. Eric Elgin served in multiple leadership capacities at Reading Hospital. His background also includes receiving the Bronze Star for his service as an Army battalion surgeon during Operation Iraqi Freedom. Excellent care should be equally accessible to everyone. Research shows that people of Hispanic descent have disproportionately high rates of certain risk factors for cardiovascular disease. To enhance access for Spanish-speaking people, we established a Hispanic heart program. By adding more Spanish-speaking caregivers and strengthening partnerships with community groups, we are helping the Hispanic community live heart healthy. Research helps people live heart healthier too. Our Heart and Vascular Institute is one of only 16 sites participating in a trial to determine how well gene therapy helps people who have continuing chest pain after all other options have been exhausted. Gene therapy looks to prompt the formation of new blood vessels in the heart that would bypass diseased vessels and increase blood flow. It would be an incredible advancement if we can show that it works, and that research is happening right here in the Lehigh Valley. Research requires collaboration, which is one of LVHN's core values. One collaboration that embodies our focus on excellent care is our cardio-oncology program. Launched in 2015 by cardiologist Dr. Deborah Sundblanc and hematologist-oncologist Dr. Ranju Gupta, the program helps minimize or prevent heart-related problems for people undergoing cancer treatments. This year, the program is one of only 31 in the world recognized as a global center of excellence by the International Cardio-Oncology Society. Thank you to this amazing team for showing everyone, that excellent care always matters. When people receive that awful news, cancer, they shouldn't have to travel for quality care. That is why we'll open a new cancer center at LVH Hazleton this week, giving you even more convenient access to world-class care provided by Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute. The centerpiece of the 3-floor facility will be a state-of-the-art linear accelerator that delivers precision radiation therapy to treat cancer. The facility also will include a hematology-oncology practice, an infusion suite, radiation oncology services, and telemedicine capabilities. So facilities are where you go for excellent care, but it's our clinicians who deliver it. The impeccable reputation of Topper Cancer Institute continues to attract some of the nation's best physicians to our region. Early next year, hematologist-oncologist Dr. Amir Tour will join LVHN from VCU Health. He specializes in bone marrow and stem cell transplantation. With Dr. Tour and our team, and thanks to a generous gift from Tom and Karen Hall, the Topper Cancer Institute will launch a stem cell transplant and cellular therapy program. A first of its kind in the region, the program will allow eligible patients to undergo difficult therapies in their own community, which is an immeasurable benefit. Another key supporter of this initiative is Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute has been a member of the MSK Cancer Alliance since 2016, which has allowed our Cancer Institute to offer even more state-of-the-art treatments and clinical trials right here at home. I firmly believe Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute is among the best in the nation. The physician who leads the institute is one of the best as well. Here is the evidence of that. Cancer Institute Physician-in-Chief, Dr. Suresh Nair, was appointed to the American Board of Internal Medicine's Council as chair of the Medical Oncology Board. Understand, that is the top appointment for any medical oncologist in America. And he's taking care of that job and representing LVHN. Dr. Nair is leading the important work to ensure medical certification and board certification requirements are reflected in the ever-evolving nature of the medical oncology field. So congratulations to Dr. Nair. I know many of you in the room know him personally for such an awesome job. When faced with a tough diagnosis like cancer, one of the first things you need is hope. That's why Bernice Markowski turned to us for help. A nurse with over 40 years' experience, Bernice knew she would get the best care at our Cancer Institute when she got the worst news. Here is her story.
I've been in nursing since about 1972. Started my career in the emergency room. Probably the most important thing is to be proactive. Number one, you know your body, and you know when something's wrong. So being a nurse, you're more attuned. It was in August, probably the beginning of August, when I noticed very minimal vaginal spotting. Now, I am postmenopausal, so knowing that, I knew something wasn't quite right. So he told me. And of course, I was upset, tearful, crying, whatever you want to say. It was awful. But he said to me, Bernice, it's treatable. And I'm sending you to Lehigh Valley, to Dr. Thomas.
Having a cancer is a very nerve-wracking diagnosis, and it's part of my job to kind of be the comforter in chief and calm the patient down and kind of reassure them that, we have the experience at Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute.
Dr. Thomas said that we were going to do a total hysterectomy robotically.
The main advantage of robotic hysterectomy is we are working through little tiny incisions. Each incision is about 8 millimeters in size, so really tiny incisions, and this technology is very precise.
I had many abdominal surgeries before. Having a robotic hysterectomy was easy. The surgical pain wasn't there. I was feeling myself within days, but I returned to normal activities within weeks. At my follow-up appointment, my nurse practitioner, Tanya, wanted me to see Dr. McIntosh at Radiation Oncology.
For Bernice, but also for other women with early stage endometrial cancer, when the tumor is removed in its entirety, there's still a risk that the tumor can come back. Brachytherapy was a great choice for Bernice because it offered a treatment that could target the area that was at highest risk, yet provide minimal, if any, side effects.
Brachytherapy was very easy. It was 3 treatments. It was completed in less than 2 weeks. Side effects were minimal, if any. If anyone asked me anything about cancer care, my opinion is definitely Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute. If you want to go to somewhere where you're going to feel like family, that's the place to go. So going somewhere where you feel like you matter means the world. And I found that at Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute.
So Bernice, you do matter, because at Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute, excellent care always matters. Excellence is apparent across our health network, yet in one institute it is mentioned by name. Lehigh Valley Institute for Surgical Excellence. Its surgeons have a depth and breadth of knowledge that's unmatched in the area. They perform more than 85,000 surgeries every year, 25% more than other centers in the region, with expertise in less invasive techniques and robotic technology. In April, we celebrated 25,000 robotic surgeries performed since the start of our program back in 2008. Today, our team comprises more than 100 robotic surgeons in 13 service lines. 6 total joint replacement robots were just added in 2022, bringing our total number of robots to 19. Robotic surgery is available at most LVHN hospitals, so there is always a convenient location for surgery with robotic technology. The Institute for Surgical Excellence also is attracting some of the nation's best surgeons. In October, Dr. Sean Parcell joined the Institute. He specializes in ear, nose, and throat care, as well as head and neck surgery for adults and children. We are really excited to have him. We're also thrilled to make quality surgical care more easily accessible to people in all the communities we serve. In Schuylkill County, for example, 2 highly regarded general surgeons joined LVPG. Dr. Daniel Bobrowski and Dr. Neil Fisher have been practicing in Schuylkill County since the early 90s. They're well known and trusted by the community and now have the resources that only the Institute for Surgical Excellence provides. In 2022, we introduced 2 new institutes to fill vital needs in 2 specialties, orthopedics and neuroscience. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute comprises nearly 150 providers with expertise in complete musculoskeletal care, including orthopedics, physiatry, pain management, chiropractic medicine, and podiatry. With more than 24 locations across the region, care is close to home and leading edge. A recent advancement in the introduction of C-Spine's flash navigation system in the operating room, LVHN is the first in Pennsylvania to use it. It quickly takes detailed images of the patient's spine through an incision. It then calibrates those images with a low-dose CT scan to enable high precision in the placement of rods and screws. For the patient, that means enhanced safety, as well as increased speed in the OR and less radiation in the OR. When the specialty is orthopedics, you need excellent care in the OR, and you need it where you live, work, and where especially you play. No one knows sports medicine like Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. With more than 30 years of experience, our sports medicine program ranges from surgical treatment of major injuries to rehabilitation, strength, agility, and conditioning training. We are proud to provide sports medicine services to 32 high schools and colleges, including the region's only Division I schools, Lehigh and Lafayette. We also have sports partnerships with 16 teams, venues, and sports clubs, including the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. In August, we were LVHN proud to cut the ribbon on the LVHN Sports Performance Center in the Schuylkill Haven Area School District. The 30,000 square foot facility features a large turf playing surface, batting cages, a weight room, running track, and areas for training and exercise classes. It proves partnerships make communities healthier. The same can be said for LVHN's Impact Athletes. Impact Athletes are regional athletes who were molded by their community to become successful collegiate and pro stars. The Orthopedic Institute hosted numerous clinics with Impact Athletes in 2022, each designed to help young athletes improve and excel in the sport they love. Young athletes came out in full force for the clinics, which featured Impact Athletes such as University of Florida and world champion track star Talitha Diggs, and Penn State University alumnus and Washington Commanders wide receiver Jahan Dotson. Not only does our Orthopedic Institute help young athletes perform, it also honors those who excel. So, the Athlete of the Week event is the culminating celebration of the Athlete of the Week program, which gives you an opportunity to vote for 6 student athletes weekly. Each winner receives a $500 scholarship. Athlete of the Year is the region's largest scholarship program for student athletes. More than $400,000 in scholarships have been awarded since its inception in 2013. So whether you're a star high school athlete or an active retiree or somewhere in the middle, you deserve excellent orthopedic care. I know it well at every stage of my life and every stage of your life. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute delivers. Here's the proof.
I was filling in for someone at the team I'm at now, and I was tumbling. I landed weird, like I just landed and my leg turned.
When I was in 7th grade, it was a wrestling match and my arm got overextended. So we got it checked out and it was a torn labrum. My junior year was the first time it fully dislocated out of the shoulder.
I hurt my knee playing basketball. I was at a tournament in Tennessee and I went for a layup and I felt something snap in my knee and I immediately went down with this sharp pain.
It was about a year and a half ago after a long hike and I felt pain in my right knee. And of course I went out the next day, did the long hike again, didn't go away, got worse, and it was a progressive thing.
The ACL surgery was in the same day and I was out within a couple of hours. I do competition cheer and it tends to be more intense than like school cheerleading. My goal for cheer is to cheer in college and earn a national title.
Her recovery went really, really well. Katie has a fantastic attitude and she's a very high-level athlete. When a kid has a great attitude and they work hard and you give them a perfect surgical reconstruction of that ACL, it makes the surgeon's job so much easier.
I've always loved football. It's always been my favorite sport. I was kind of relieved when he said that we would get the surgery done because I knew then I could be at full strength again.
Tanner had the strength and the fortitude inside him to push through those difficult times, and he pushed through that and he excelled on the football field this year.
I played 100% full speed. I didn't hesitate at all, and I think I had my best year of football in my whole life. Dr. Lewis was awesome. Like, he was great to work with. He knew everything and he fixed my shoulder up perfectly, so I thank him for that.
Like I felt Dr. Lucchetti's confidence and I had a feeling that everything was going to turn out fine. I really wanted to participate in sports again because sports have just been such a big part of my life. I had to get back on the field, I had to be back on the court, I had to keep playing the sports.
Sammy excelled in the rehab process. We almost had to slow her down. She's one of the hardest working kids I've ever seen. I wasn't surprised because I knew she had it in her, but I was just so thrilled for her. It's probably the best part of my career is when you take a young athlete from the point where they're, really hurting and you get them to the point where they score a goal at a state championship game. I mean, there's no better feeling. I was just so happy for her and her family.
Richard and I go a ways back. We work out at the same gym, so we had the discussion, and he realized that he really wasn't where he wanted to be, and he wanted to get back there.
Dr. Levy and his staff kept me informed throughout the whole process, and that's really important. So in 3 weeks, after the total knee replacement. I was shooting skeet again, walking the dogs, doing everything really that I wanted to do. And right now at 6 weeks, I have no limitations. I would have no hesitation recommending Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute to anyone.
You know, we don't do joint replacements to put people in the corner. We do joint replacements so people are able to play tennis, they're able to play golf, they're able to get down on the floor with their grandchildren. You know, that's really why we do joint replacements, so people get their life back.
You can see we want to keep you moving. That's what a healthcare partner does, and that's why we're proud to be the region's leader in joint, spine, and orthopedic care. We're equally proud to deliver extraordinary care as part of the second institute we introduced this year, and that's the Lehigh Valley Fleming Neuroscience Institute. The institute's creation was made possible by a significant gift from the Fleming Foundation, established by late businessman, philanthropist, and longtime chairman of LVHN's Board of Trustees, Richard Fleming. The gift is the largest single endowment in the foundation's 32-year history. The Fleming Neuroscience Institute has outstanding neurologists and neurosurgeons who are passionate about the future of medicine and achieving the best patient outcomes. For example, Neuroscience Institute Physician-in-Chief, Dr. Steve Lewis, has been appointed to serve as the Secretary of General of the World Federation of Neurology, and we have him here. In this role, Dr. Lewis is helping to build world-class education curricula that will be used around the world. Our congratulations to Dr. Lewis, and thank you for your passion and leadership. The launch of the Fleming Neuroscience Institute is attracting new physicians to our team. Dr. Greg Davis specializes in deep brain stimulation surgery, a groundbreaking treatment for movement disorders such as tremors and Parkinson's disease. Dr. Brandon Kujalski focuses on minimally invasive spine surgery. We also added 4 neurologists to give people across the region more opportunity to access our world-class care. Sometimes you need care immediately. Every second saved in caring for stroke results in better patient outcomes. Pennsylvania's first mobile stroke unit brings stroke care right to your door, allowing assessment and treatment to begin during those critical moments while you're traveling to the hospital. For Tom Hunsaker of Schnecksville, the mobile stroke unit made all the difference. And here's his story.
We were playing cards with friends in Whitehall. Her name was Judy Kurtz, and she just stepped out to get us dessert, and Tom's head fell forward. I yelled to her, "Please call 911, ask for the mobile stroke unit."
This is the mobile stroke unit. Basically, it's a specialized critical care ambulance that we report to all patients with stroke symptoms. And it's like bringing the emergency room right to the patient's house. So our initial evaluation of the patient is what would be done in the emergency room.
So Tom's story is really one of the great victories of modern medicine, the mobile stroke unit, community awareness. Pretty much everything went perfect for Tom. From the time that the stroke truck arrived on scene to the time he got medication was less than 20 minutes. Time is definitely brain. We know that when a patient is suffering from a stroke, 30,000 brain cells are dying every second that a stroke is going on unchecked.
The mobile stroke unit did make all the difference on my second stroke compared to the first. It's very important to know the signs of a stroke so that when it does happen, you can get as quick a response as possible in order to minimize damage.
When you're looking to see if somebody's having an acute stroke or you're concerned that somebody's having an acute stroke, the hallmark is really that it usually starts very suddenly, within an instant, just like that, as if lightning were striking.
I can't imagine what the speech and the loss would have been on the second stroke.
I really can't say enough about what Doris, Tom's wife, did. Being aware that somebody was having a stroke, in this case Tom, and calling 911 without delay really made a huge difference. and then being able to proceed through with the mobile stroke unit, the crew and staff here at LVHN made all the difference for Tom. And seeing him in follow-up in the office a month later without any symptoms, doing everything that he was doing, just before this happened, playing cards and, driving around in his car, it's fantastic. It's why we go into medicine.
We're so glad that Tom suffered no ill effects. However, that's not the case for everyone following a stroke. To help people recover from stroke, brain injury, or spinal cord injury, we have a new piece of technology called the ESCO-RN. It's a backpack and harness that extends down the legs. It augments strength to help people learn to walk again. Most people take an average of 400 steps during their initial rehab with the device, which is simply amazing. Innovative care like this is the reason 5 LVHN hospitals received awards from the American Heart Association's Get With the Guidelines program. These awards tell you that our teams follow the latest research-based guidelines for the treatments of stroke, leading to more lives saved, shorter recovery times, and fewer hospital readmissions. Sometimes the physicians who provide excellent care do so within multiple specialties. That is the case for Dr. David Hong, who joined our Neuroscience Institute and the Children's Hospital as the first pediatric neurosurgeon in the Lehigh Valley. He treats a variety of brain, skull, spinal cord, and spinal disorders and uses minimally invasive surgical approaches to minimize infection risk and improve recovery time. Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital is glad to have him, as well as our new pediatric hematologist-oncologist, Dr. Fadi Nosser. He is passionate about caring for children with cancer and blood disorders and plays an important role in our expanding sickle cell disease program. In May, the program's compassionate team hosted an event at Dorney Park where sickle cell disease patients and their families came together to learn and have some fun. Quality care delivered with compassion, excellent care. It always matters at Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital. This year, families came together to celebrate the 10th birthday of our community's only children's hospital. It was founded in 2012, building on more than 40 years of providing pediatric care. Today, the Children's Hospital provides care in more than 100 locations, giving you access to more than 30 pediatric specialties, 2 children's-focused express care locations, and a children's ER, which was renovated and enlarged in 2021. Oh, we made it bigger, all right, because the number of families visiting the children's ER has been rapidly growing. When it opened in 2016, about 1,600 children received care there each month, 1,600. In October of 2022, a record 3,200 children received care there. If you're a parent, you appreciate the peace of mind of knowing that specialized care from newborns to teens is available close to home. That's what our Children's Hospital provides, whether it's from the Jeffrey Paul and Grace Catherine Feather Pediatric ICU to the J.B. and Kathleen Riley Children's Surgery Center to LVPG pediatric practices located across Pennsylvania. You have a partner in the Children's Hospital that's better prepared than anyone in the region to care for your kids. Michelle and Keith Waltz of Quakertown are eternally thankful for that partnership. When they were expecting baby number 3, they never thought they would need specialized care, but they did. And here's their story.
My name is Michelle. My husband is Keith, and I have 3 boys, KJ, Cole, and Hunter. Hunter's our miracle baby. When I found out I was pregnant with Hunter, it was in the middle of July. In the beginning, things went really well, so it was good. He was 23 and 3 when I went into the hospital, and there was a chance he was coming that night. But we were fortunate enough they were able to stabilize my blood pressure and get me down to get us to 24 weeks. At that point, that's when things got very serious. We were not expecting to have a baby when we went in. At that point, we were concerned that we were going to be leaving without a baby altogether because he would have been so tiny. Dr. Roberts delivered Hunter on December 5th, 2018. I was 24 weeks exactly on that day. After Hunter was born, he was immediately removed from me and taken into a special room off the side of the OR for NICU babies. He was taken in there and he was assessed. Doctor's greatest concerns were his lungs, his brain. His skin was extremely fragile. He had a PDA, which was a hole in his heart. His lungs were really our biggest struggle. And his eyes, he had to have laser surgery because he had ROP in his eyes. Many big concerns, many big concerns. So Hunter's had over 100 procedures. He's had 14 blood transfusions. He had eye exams every week for 4 months. He has had 3 PICC lines, laser eye surgery. His hernia is repaired when he had his G-tube placed, and that was at about 4.5 months. Hunter stayed in the NICU for 148 days before he reached graduation. We were so excited to bring him home and have him at home with his family. We love having Lehigh Valley Riley Children's Hospital available at our fingertips. We have all of our specialists there. We have all of his NICU family is there. We've been through the pediatric ER, we've been in the pediatric department, we've been in the PICU department. So you always feel comfortable having family there with you. Hunter is almost 4. He's 3 3/4. He loves to play with trucks, dinosaurs, trains. He loves tractors, and he keeps us on our toes every single day. The NICU staff are our superheroes. They are superheroes without capes, and there's just not enough words. You know, they saved my child's life, so there's just not enough words to say that.
Thanks, Michelle. There are simply not enough words to say how happy we are that Hunter is doing well. What a great picture. The health and well-being of all children is the focus of a new center established at our Children's Hospital. Thanks to the generous gift that Michael and Christine Perucci provided, we are now with the Michael Christine Perucci Center for Children's Health and Well-Being, which comprises a team of public health experts who examine the needs of our region's children. These experts employ evidence-based practices to improve a wide range of health outcomes, including infant mortality, abuse, school readiness, immunization rates, childhood obesity, and so many more. As you can see, excellent care always matters across LVHN, and it is being recognized nationally. For the 9th consecutive year, Lehigh Valley Hospital is the #1 hospital in the Lehigh Valley on the U.S. News and World Report Best Hospitals list and among the top 10 hospitals in Pennsylvania. LVHN is among only 18 healthcare organizations in the world to receive an award that recognizes our efforts to implement technology to improve patient safety and outcomes. The Human Rights Campaign says LVHN hospitals are leaders in advancing health equity in the LGBTQ community, and our Actions Against Racism and Advancing Equity Council continues to make recommendations that enhance our commitment to diversity and inclusion. We truly are proud to provide equitable care in a workplace where everyone feels respected. Speaking of our workplace and culture, these things are recognized nationally also. For the 3rd consecutive year, LVHN is a certified great place to work. This prestigious award is based entirely on what colleagues say about their work experience. Awards such as these are a testament to the commitment and character of my 20,000 colleagues, so congratulations to all of you. Your excellence shines through every day and was exceptionally bright during the pandemic. Just think about how far we have come. Last year at this time, we held this meeting virtually because the number of COVID cases and hospitalizations were at record highs. All year long, LVHN colleagues continue to show their resolve, resilience, and commitment to care for you. You crave the latest information about variants and vaccines and boosters, and LVHN continued to be your trusted partner. The education never stopped. We established COVID-19 operations levels, using colors to help you understand things you should do to stay safe inside LVHN facilities. Via our website, social media, and mass media, we shared the latest information so you knew when you and your children were eligible to get vaccinated or boosted. Our vaccinators are embedded within communities now that we serve, and they are getting shots into arms still. We set up permanent vaccine clinics, hosted drive-through clinics, deployed mobile vaccination units, and leveraged the power of My LVHN, our patient portal, to make it easy for you to schedule an appointment. To date, LVHN administered more than 620,000 vaccine doses. This is an incredible example of the excellent care LVHN provides. During the most challenging period of the pandemic, LVHN was second only to UPMC and its 49 hospitals in terms of the number of vaccine doses administered in Pennsylvania. LVHN's approach to vaccinating our community ranks among the top 10 initiatives in the Hospital and Health System Association of Pennsylvania's 2022 COVID Response Innovation Awards. Like our other recognitions, this award shines the spotlight directly on our amazing team of healthcare professionals. They have endured so very much. They persevere with the weight of the world on their shoulders. They are truly heroes. Coping with the challenges of the pandemic has been physically and emotionally draining. By telling our story and listening to others, however, we can help ease the burden we've experienced. To begin the process, LVHN created The Strength to Heal, a documentary featuring 4 LVHN nurses who tell their stories about what they experienced during the pandemic. It's emotional, it's powerful, and it's a must-see. I encourage you to watch the documentary on our website at lvhn.org/strength-to-heal. Supporting colleagues' emotional well-being is one of the many things we do to make LVHN a great place to work from hire to retire. Professional development is another. In a few months, the new LVHN Center for Healthcare Education will open. Located in Center Valley, it will be the place our clinicians go to learn new skills and elevate their profession so that they can deliver excellent care to you. Providing health care is a heavy responsibility. That's why it's important to give our colleagues a chance to relax and have a little fun. In the summer and fall, we held colleague days at Camel Beach Water Park, Dorney Park, Noble's Amusement Resort, where colleagues enjoyed some time with friends and family. And while they're at the hospital, we have smile carts that visit hospital departments with some snacks and occasionally an ice cream truck to stop by to brighten days with a sweet treat. It's no wonder people want to be part of a culture like that. Even during a national labor shortage, which is impacting the healthcare industry as severely as any other, we continue to attract new healthcare professionals. In 2022, LVHN will welcome more than 5,000 new colleagues, the most ever. More than 1,700 of these hires provide care at the bedside. To all of you, welcome to the LVHN family. If you or someone know of someone interested in joining our team, you can explore career opportunities at lvhn.org/careers. As our health network evolves, it is imperative you have a team of healthcare partners with the experience to deliver high-quality care. But as I've mentioned, excellent care also includes compassion. At LVHN, our aim is to be your partner in caring by doing 4 key things for you and with you. As your partner in caring, we build relationships. We make it personal. We look and listen, and we create moments. When we build a relationship with you, we discover creative solutions and deliver care more effectively. Amy Bushell understands the power of relationships. The home care occupational therapist was caring for a 100-year-old woman who needed help with everyday activities. She told Amy that she really missed being able to bake. So the next day, Amy returned with ingredients for chocolate chip cookies. And they combined a little rehab with a little baking. Pretty cool. The woman was thrilled and began to feel a sense of purpose and regained her quality of life. When we make it personal for you, we ensure your unique needs are understood, validated, and met. That's what Dr. Elliot Friedman did while caring for a man with throat cancer. During an appointment, the patient expressed his love for Beethoven. During a subsequent visit, Dr. Friedman played 2 pieces of music on the oboe for the patient and his family, providing a personal moment of peace and comfort. When we look and listen, we reveal details that often change things for the better. When clinical manager Nicole Masters discovered a patient in the lobby without a ride, she listened to him, learned he was legally blind and struggling to call a driver service. She called instead, but the car wouldn't arrive for 3 hours. So Nicole instead called a taxi, waited with the patient until the taxi arrived, paid for the ride, and the next morning called him to see how he was doing. When we create moments, we make memories that last a lifetime. Speech pathologist Amanda Cuth and social worker Amanda Quell know how to create a moment. Amanda Cuth was working with a terminally ill patient to improve his vocal cord strength. The patient's goal was to create voice recordings for his wife so she could hear him say that he would marry her over and over again. That's when the Amandas brainstormed an idea. They decided to coordinate a marriage vow renewal ceremony. They took care of the food, flowers, and music. More than 50 family and friends attended. The patient and wife expressed their sincere thanks for the wonderful moment they created. These are just 4 examples of colleagues who are your partners in caring. There are thousands more throughout LVHN. They have your back. They truly are your healthcare partner. My hope is that you take comfort in knowing that when you or a loved one needs care, the LVHN family is here for you. We are here to deliver the highest quality care. We are here if you need a hug, a shoulder to lean on, or a celebratory high five. We're here to give you what you need, what you expect, and what you deserve. Excellent care. At LVHN, excellent care always matters. To all my colleagues, whether you provide direct patient care or support those that do, or whether you provide leadership in a department or as a member of our Board of Trustees, I offer my most sincere thanks for your steadfast commitment to our health network and community. And to you, the members of our community, on behalf of everyone at LVHN, I would like to wish you and yours a happy and healthy holiday season. Thank you.